Hello and welcome. Today we're gonna continue detailing the Blood Angels. I won't be doing a lot. It's gonna be a example one I did yesterday. It's just a little bit of detailing, giving him some nice colors, and then giving it a varnish before. Well, I still have to put all the decals on. And that's gonna come later. I'm not sure if I would like to do the decals before or after the wash, because I would like to try an oil wash for the first time because I got some oil paints and thinners, but I think it's gonna be good to do that before. I also got some Tamiya, what's it called, decal glue, so the decals stay on better. Get my paint out here. Alex. Let's see, black blue. I've been doing Scurvy Green by Vallejo for the eyes. I quite like it. But, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna start out with black because that is most of the work. I do like to thin them a little bit because I don't know if it's true. I heard that game color are thinner than model color, which I have here too. I like to thin them out a little bit, just with a thinner medium, because I've noticed that when I use just water, it tends to bubble up, and I haven't had any problems with this, and it's been lasting me for a long while, and I've used it a lot. With my little mixing sticks. Show you what I'm doing. Just mixing the paint a little bit. So. And I've been using these Raphael Kolinsky sable brushes. And I quite like them. This is the 6.0. And they've been doing fairly well. They stay quite nice. And they're I like to do all the colors first, and then in the end go back and like go over and fix some of the mistakes. So a little bit on the underside. Yep, that went over a little bit. It is a little bit hard to see for me because usually I'm very leaned over the miniature and have it very close to me. Let's see. Looks pretty good. A little bit on the top. A little space here too. There. Looks pretty good. And then, I don't know if anyone else here is into photography, but I just saw that Fujifilm released their new the XE5 camera, and I'm quite excited. I've been wanting a I think it's more rangefinder style camera. Although I do, the thing I am quite sad about is like unlike the X Pro 3 for instance, which has like the dual rangefinder style between like digital and I guess like real with like an overlay. This one is just a digital rangefinder. And seeing it's like basically the same, like it's gonna be the same specs as my XT5. I won't buy it because I would just be getting like the same camera I already have, but in a different body, which like it doesn't add anything for me. But I feel like everyone's gonna be talking about it for like 2 weeks and then I have noticed that, well, I haven't been into the hobby for very long, maybe like a year or two. But I have noticed that there's a lot of like hype marketing when it comes to cameras on social media. Like this camera made me fall in love with photography again. Like I'm sure it does to some people, but most of the time I just feel it's kind of like a clickbait title. So turn that off. We are done with this one. Clean. Hold it up a little bit. That's okay. So let's put that one over there, and then let's see. Do I want to use a 03? Yeah, I do. For the like the suit, little spaces in between. Like I've been using both synthetic and natural brushes, and I just feel like the natural brushes stay better for longer. Like I do have some, these aren't like cheap synthetic brushes. These are quite nice. But like they just get a hook. And I don't know how to fix that because I'm careful with these too. And I do clean them every time I put them away after painting. But they just like after the first day of use, they already have a hook. And it is quite annoying. that goes under. Like I have gotten a little bit of paint a little higher than I would have liked on these. But I can just, you know, with a little bit of soap, I can just clean it right off. And it's going to be incredibly hot. Well, it's expected to be very hot this weekend, close to 30 degrees Celsius. Which I'm not looking forward to since I'm renovating my room. But I mean, I have an AC, so hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Let's see. It's a little bit peeking out over here. You know, I don't know, for me I feel like little mistakes like that, it's not gonna be the end of the world. I just kind of go over with like the top layer and then fix it up. Like it doesn't look perfect, but I do, because it is highlighted too. But I don't know. I wonder what you guys think of this color scheme. I do have to say that personally, I really love like a heavy dry brush look. I quite like that. Like with this one's done, and I really love all the highlights. And when you dry brush it out, even over flat areas, I still dry brush because it gives me like almost like a metallic, like a metal look to it, and I really enjoy that. Let's see, where's the little spot there. Melting like snow. This is my first 40k army. Also, I didn't really know about like the way Blood Angels fight on the tabletop. I just kind of bought it because I really quite enjoy the lore. Kind of making up my own lore, like I kind of want them to, like the lore I've thought up is like kind of like a Blood Angels Black Templar type of, I guess, chapter. Like maybe after, like, you know, the Siege of Terra and stuff, they were like so fed up that they went on a like eternal crusade. Ever since then, they haven't, you know, been able to have any new members join. But the ones that have like fallen into combat with the help of like the Mechanicum, they get turned into dreadnoughts, which is why I quite like dreadnoughts in general. I mean, I love robots and mechs, so I feel like these are really cool, and I'm kind of like I do would like to have a majority like you know close to 1/3 Dreadnought army because of that like lore, and I just think they're I mean I just think they're really fucking cool. Pardon my language. Oh, knocked over a guard. But like I don't know if it's everything that I've like made up about their lore is lore accurate to the general 40k lore. Like I don't know about like when Sanguinary Guard came up or were made in the lore itself. Let's clean this one up. Actually, forgot that there was the belly button. There. Let's clean this up. Actually, I don't know why, but I'm gonna change the music. I feel like listening to some metal. Let's see. Very perfect. Oh, just a little bit on my end. Oh, not quite. I do like, I don't know. I'm not that expert of a painter. I just kind of do a very simple scheme. Let's see. Do I want to use a, if I can get it out. There. Come on, there you go. Oh. Where'd the cap go? Huh. I'll just stick this one on then. Maybe that was it. No, that's for the other one. So this is a 2 and this is a 0. Oh, I forgot to do that part and also the shoulder, so I'll go back with the 3. I feel like the 2 is nice for the sword and the pistol. Let's get back to that. Let's see, 3. I don't know, does anyone else have any experience with like oil washes? I'd like to try it. I've seen you know, in the AFE community, I've seen stuff I really like. So far I've only used like a little bit of staking time, very sparingly on one of my tanks, and mostly just like the Vallejo black wash that came with the box of paint I bought. Is that? No, a little bit more. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. Please stay a point. Okay. It is a little bit. blotched, but I'll fix that up later. I am hoping that Games Workshop will release a maybe a Imperial Knight Codex, because the Chaos Knight Codex, the new one that's come out, because I feel like painting Imperial Knights would be a lot of fun, and I quite like painting bigger units as opposed to the smaller ones like these. Like, I kind of hated putting them together. Like, not hated, but it definitely wasn't as enjoyable as putting together the Gladiator Lance or the Dreadnoughts. Like, I don't know, I just feel like putting all the accessories on, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. This should be all, yeah, just the gun and the sword. I kind of feel like I want to leave the handle and the hilts black or red, and then just paint the skull gold. The skull's gold, and then the actual blade itself black. Uh, maybe like a gold trim, like dry brushed over it. There. Okay. Let's get this one out. Tippy tip. I did do 2 practice games. One online with my girlfriend before I bought, and another in person a couple days ago with a family member. And I did quite enjoy it. I'm just not, like, I've been reading the core book. It's just that I don't know. Maybe I'm not far enough in, but like they do not explain like all of the rules in like that I've been having like questions about. Go. I'm very happy I have this album on there's a t-shirt now. Disorder Design, they recently released it. It looks kind of cool with like the like almost looks like Damage. Turn this off a little bit. Okay. And the pistol. I didn't prime these in spray can primer, which I would have liked. I was just, I don't know, I felt very scared because they're so small that I was gonna spray too much on there. It kind of ruined it. But after I did the Sanguinary Guard in brown. I forgot what it was, but it's like the big spray can. Like Hyrex Brown Alternative by Forge World, I believe. They only make spray cans. And it went really well. It is very smooth, a lot better than painting the base layer on with a brush like with these. There. Ooh. Get the hand. Get everything? A little bit down here. There. Okay, that's it. Just can lean the brush off. Okay, well, that is looking not horrible. Pretty good. So I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, night, and I'll see you guys next time.